Martin Luther King Jr.'s A Letter from a Birmingham Jail is an exemplary illustration of how direct, concise, and reserved communication can be far more compelling than an emphatic or hyperbolic voice, especially in a divisive circumstance. In his closing paragraph, he writes, "If I have said anything in this letter that is an understatement of the truth and is indicative of an unreasonable impatience, I beg you to forgive me. If I have said anything in this letter that is an overstatement of the truth and is indicative of my having a patience that makes me patient with anything less than brotherhood, I beg God to forgive me." MLK's voice in this letter is impressive. My instinct is to say it's extremely impressive, but I'm trying to actively learn from his example. Listen to me being emphatic. When we're passionate about something, or at least when I'm passionate about something, it's hard to really want to drive the point home. When I'm speaking about something that I'm passionate about, my body language is uninhibited. When I'm writing about something that I'm passionate about, I can be very hyperbolic. Not so with this letter. In A Letter from a Birmingham Jail, MLK has been arrested for peaceful protests and is responding to accusations that his protests are unwise and untimely. If I were in his shoes, I'd be furious. Furious for the reason that we're protesting, furious that I'm jailed for it, even though I've been doing peaceful protesting, furious at the accusations, at the claims that I've done something wrong, furious at the history of the moment, furious at what's being done, furious at what's not being done, furious at everything. I'd be beside myself. And yet he doesn't even call these accusations accusations. He chooses not to use language that can be inflammatory. I know how unlikely it is that I'll find myself in a situation similar to MLK's, but I can learn from it. Beyond the history, beyond his wisdom, I can learn from his choice of voice. And from that very basic starting point, I can start to better myself. Thanks for joining me again for this episode of Leaders in Literature. Happy weekend. Happy Black History Month. I hope to see you again on the first Friday of March for our next episode. Bye.